Let's talk to Colin Patterson. He is the CEO of Bluebird Merchant Ventures. Colin, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Right, I've got a few headlines here for your basically to give me some of your thoughts.
Sure.
Your ticker is BMV. The trading range of the stock in the last 12 months between 1.5 and 3 pence. The average trading volume 225,000 shares and a market cap of £5 million. Now, before you go into the company, I read on the bulletin board. I think the share price is bonkers. It's undervalued. Tell me about the company.
I promise I didn't put that headline there, but it sounds quite correct to me. It's much along the lines of the thinking of our team. We can understand why the market has perhaps knocked us back a bit, because we went through the Philippine thing that obviously upset a lot of shareholders and put a lot of doubt in people's minds. But we've reinvented ourselves as a company that's focused on South Korea. And we now have what I believe is one of the best projects that I've ever been involved with for a long time.
Okay. So in terms of, you've got 2 projects, and you said actually we've got 3 projects in South Korea.
Yeah, originally, well, Gubong is by far the company maker. It's the jewel in the crown. It's the one with 120 kilometers underground development. Purportedly, it mined 5 million ounces in the past, although only 400,000 has been officially reported, because the original stuff was mined in the Japanese time, and past that there was some mafia in there and all sorts of things. But there were 22,000 people working there at one stage, so it's a huge, huge mine. And I'd love to take people there to show them from the hill. Just as far as you can almost see, everything below you, it belongs to the mine. It's huge. So that's the company maker. But at the same time as we announced Gubong, we also announced Taichung, which is a high-grade mine. It's about 2-hour drive from Gubong. And then we've just recently, this week, announced Kochang. Some people like to say Kaching. But both of them are high grade, and they would be sweeteners and supplement to the Gubong run of mine stuff, which Gubong should be run about 7 grams per ton. The stuff at Taichung and Kochang, when we finally get that going, will be somewhat higher than that, but much lower tonnage.
Okay, so at the point, they said there was 22,000 people working in the mine, and I think gold at that time, depending on what you listen to, was between $40 and $80. Why did the mine close?
Exactly that. I mean, so many people employed. I got to say, the mine boggles that it was that many. I questioned. I don't think they were all underground. It might have been supporting services and everything else. Never mind that. But at $40 an ounce, you can't make much money at all. There's 9 stacked ore bodies there, so they picked the eyes out of the best ones and left many of the other ones intact, and the ones that they did mine, they left pillars and they left remnants. So we believe there's as much gold in there as has been mined in the past. Not quite perhaps at the high grades that they mined at, but certainly we think at about 7 grams. The Chorus, which is the government body that looks after resources and reserves in mines, they report that they believe that there's a resource of 2.34 million tons at 7.34 grams per ton. Gee, that's pretty good to remember that.
That's pretty impressive.
So it's substantial even just from that. And then we have 2 drill holes to the down dip side of the ore bodies that are spectacular, holes 89 and 90, and we've released these, so by all means go back and have a look at them. But 90, for example, has an intersection of 500 odd grams per ton, and that's future life of that mine down the line. We won't get to that straight away, but it is a really big jewel that we have there.
Okay, so we're dealing with South Korea, geopolitical risks.
Well, if we've all heard about the North, I actually worked in the North for some time. I can tell you now, I feel totally comfortable working there. And and I don't believe it will ever happen, it's going to be a problem for the whole world, not just for South Korea. Right. It'll be World War III.
Right.
So don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. There's a lot of other things going to happen in this world before that happens.
Right. So with current investors, what would they expect? What are they looking for in 2018?
So 2018, we will conclude the joint venture agreement with Southern Gold, which is our Australian partner.
Yep.
They're the ones that we did the deal with. I must say, put a good point for them. They are a brilliant company. I love their management. They've been very supportive. We work very well together. And we should conclude the joint venture agreement on Gubong and hopefully the other ones within the next 3 to 4 months. That then gives us something tangible to say we have We're not earning our right anymore. We've earned the right. We now have 50%, and we are going forward on a 50-50 joint venture. We want to be the preeminent gold developer in South Korea. Southern Gold want to be the preeminent gold explorer in South Korea. We probably both are already, but we're continuing to grow, and I don't think anyone's ever going to touch sides with us in the future going forward.
Understood. So my final question, I always ask CEOs and senior management of companies, okay, why would I consider having your shares in my portfolio?
Because we are growing at a rapid rate. We would hope to be in production, albeit proof of concept type plant, but doing 100 tons a day, hopefully aiming at $100 per ton profit for each ton we do, quickly building it up to 200 tons, and within 3 years ultimately producing 1,000 tons a day, producing between 40 and 50,000 ounces of gold per annum.
Colin, on that note, we've run out of time. Thank you very much indeed for your time. And I didn't even ask you what football team you support. Colin, thank you.
Thank you very much.